Okay, let's homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, worthy one and fully enlightened one. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I welcome you back to Dhamma discussion. What we learn these days, what we learn about. Benefits of being monastic, ascetic life. Monastic life, benefits of monastic life. I think this is the fourth or fifth day of a discussion about the Samannaphala Sutta, benefits of ascetic life. I hope to finish the sutta today. Let's see. Then I told you last week, we're going to learn this week 8 types of special knowledge. 8 types of special knowledge. So, this knowledge can achieve by the monastics, right? Through meditation. So, the Buddha, they taught to this sutta to whom? The king. King Devadatta. I'm sorry. Ajatasattu, I'm sorry. The king Ajatasattu. So the killer of his own father, right? Ajatasattu is the killer of his own father. He visited Buddha and asked question. What was his question? What's the benefits of monastics? Why he asked that? Because, and he mentioned, and his soldiers, his servants, and the farmers, traders, so many people in his country work hard, make money, enjoy by themselves, and they're taking care of their families, supporting their families, and also supporting the monastics. And they live their life, and they enjoy it. But monks, stay in a forest or in a temple, quiet, silent. Then what's the purpose of this monastic life? That's the question, right? Then Buddha mentioned different benefits. I'm not going to remind them again. I reminded many times. So it was begin very basic benefits, and Buddha started the very, very basic benefit of being monastic. And we saw that step by step, and Buddha explain in a deep and fine and sweet benefits of being monastics. Right? And last week we learned about attainment of jhana, how beneficial, how sweet, how fine it is. And then the king also asked Buddha again and again, can you explain other benefits? Can you explain other benefits? Can you explain other benefits? Because it's become very interesting. Interesting and deepening. Deepening of concentration, deepening of happiness, and deepening of peace, comprehending, a propounding, step by step. And then king asked again, can you explain other benefits? And Buddha said, yes, I can. Okay, now king, I'm going to tell you, the monastic, a bhikkhu, can have these benefits, a special knowledge. And Buddha mentioned, evam samahite chitte anangane parisuddhe pariyodate anangane vigatu pakkilese mudubhute kammaniye tite anenjappatte. Now, Buddha explaining the mind of the meditator. Evam samahite chitte. Now his mind is concentrated, tranquil, still. Now you have to go back to the last week. I wonder you will remember them. Then we talk about the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. In the first jhana, I mentioned there are 5 factors: vitakka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekaggata. Apply the mind to the object and continue and sustain on the object. And then rapture arising, happiness arising, and mind is one-pointed. That's the first jhana, right? That's all. That's all meditator have. What about for us? We sit for meditation and start to meditate, and we don't know where the mind is. Maybe mind went back to home, went back to working place, or to the shop. Mind has gone shopping. Mind wandering and meeting someone else and talking. We don't know where we are, even where we are. The mind is wandering. But the meditator keep practicing and practicing and practicing. Then he apply his mind to the, for example, to the breath, and then sustain on breath, in and out breath, in and out breath, and continue focused breath, and being mindful on breath and keep continuously. Then when he keep continue, then mind get onto the breath, come to focus it, come to be mindful on it, and then mind becomes still, right? Stopped by breath. Hang on with the breath. Hang out with the breath. Just with the breath. No get distracted. Stay steady. Steadily focus the breath. But firmly focus the breath. Not get distracted. In the beginning, it's happened. But after for a while, and he will be able to focus breath and keep continuously focusing breath. Then mind already focused and stop, calm, relaxed, soft, sweet, and very comfortable. And then rapture arise. That rapture or joy, in Pali called piti, it's now common for everyone or for the ordinary people. We cannot experience in our entire life. No matter whatever you have, you receive, whatever it can make you happy and joyful. But it's rough. It's gross. But through the meditation, through the mindfulness, then the rapture arises. That rapture is extraordinary. Extraordinary experience, the rapture. This is the one factor of the jhana. It's very fine, refined, because it is out of sensual pleasures, 5 hindrances all faded away. The mind is so pure and calm and relaxed. I mentioned vivicheva kami, vivichakusalehi, and he is out of away from sensual pleasures and away from unwholesome activities. Focus breath and then continue on breath, then rapture rise, then happiness filled his entire body. And mind steadily focused breath, one pointed already. And then the Buddha gave simile to, right? I mentioned the for jhana, and Buddha gave many similes to understand how it would like. Because ordinary people cannot experience that. Then Buddha gave similes to understand. I explained last week. Then after those all jhana, and what is the fourth jhana? In the second jhana, no rapture, only happiness and equanimity. In the third jhana, in the fourth jhana, no applied thoughts, no sustained thought, no rapture, no happiness, just only pure, mindful equanimity. Right? Then after fourth jhana, and then the king asked, can you explain another benefits? Buddha said, yes. What is that? And Buddha mentioned, Evam samahite chitte. Now his mind is very concentrated, very calm, very still, tranquil. Anangani, parishuddhi, very pure. His mind is very pure now. Our mind is not pure, right? Our mind is not pure. But the meditator, his mind, after fourth jhana, his mind is parishuddhi pariyodate. And Buddha explained many words to explain it. It is pure and bright. Anangani. No any defilements. No any defilements. no any dirty spots, perfectly pure and bright. Vigatu Pakiles, the same meaning. It's out of no any defilements, no any cankers, no any bad in his mind. Mudubhute. And then Buddha explained the nature of his mind. It's very soft, flexible, Madhubhute. We cannot bend these type of ones, right? If you're going to break, it's going to break. Right? But about this, we can bend it, right? Now his mind is something like that, can bend to any, whatever he focuses, he can easily malleable. Kammani, workable, and he can do whatever he need now. That's what Buddha explaining. Kammani, workable. And tite, steady. Ananjapat is same meaning as a pure. Now, what he think? Now he lead his mind jnana dasanaya chittang abhineti abhininnameti. Now meditator lead his mind to a special knowledge and vision. And this is also has explained as vipassana jnana. Vipassana jnana, insight, the knowledge of insight. Jnana means knowledge, dasana means vision. And now he lead his mind and guide his mind to have special knowledge and vision. Vipassana jnana. What is this is? Now he think this body has made by 4 elements. And this body has produced by parents. And this body maintained by food and drinks. And this body is very gross, but mind is etta sitang etta patibaddang. Mind is bound to this, attached to this body. Now he understand body is different, mind is different. But my mind is attached to this body. This is his knowledge, called vipassana jnana, jnana dasanaya. What does this mean? We cannot separate our mind and body. We cannot see. Right? And then that's why people think my body is I, mine, myself. That's why some people think after death and they're going to rise as the same way in somewhere again. Right? So, and they also think even my mind is permanent, eternal, because they cannot see the reality of the body and the mind. And they think this body and mind is mine, is I and mine and myself, and they give identity. So they take it as a permanent entity. And then they get attached to the body and to the mind. But the meditator here, and he understands, his mind are made by 4 elements. You remember the 4 elements?
Body is made by 4.
Yeah, so yeah, body has made by 4 elements. Do you remember the 4 elements? 4 elements. Earth. Earth element. Wind element. Fire elements. Water elements. Yes, very good. Earth elements, water elements, fire elements, air elements. This body has made by those elements. And produced by parents, right? Produced by parents after birth and maintained by food. And Buddha also mentioned rubbing, touching, and that's how we keep doing it. But the meditator understand, and this body, what is this nature of this body? Bhedan vidhansana, breakable and destroyable and perishable. This body is one day break up and then perish and destroy, disappear. But the mind is something else. Get into this body, attached to the body. But my body is different, mind is different, but it's attached to it. And Buddha gave a simile to understand this. Like a gem, beryl gem, it's a penetrated one. Beryl gem.
Like sapphire, ruby, beryl.
It's penetrated.
Penetrating?
It's penetrated. Can see through.
Translucent.
Can see through it.
Transparent.
Yeah, transparent.
Transparent.
Yeah, not penetrated. Transparent. And Buddha gives the simile to that type, the transparent gem, and has make a hole through it and has sent a thread. It could be blue color, yellow color, red color, white color, or golden color, brown color, whatever is the color a thread has sent through the gem. Then the person who has a good sight, and he take the gem onto his hand, and he can see the thread has gone through the gem. The thread is not the gem, right? Gem is not the thread. It's 2 different things. And he can see the thread has gone, blue color, red color thread has gone through the gem. My mind and body is the same. My body is like a gem, but my mind is like a thread attached to this body, like this gem. And then people send the thread through the gem and keep wearing it. Then, but he understands his body is impermanent. Body is impermanent, subject to growing old, that is sick, and disappear. But the mind is attached to this body and keep that attachment. This body is I and mine and myself, or even this mind is I and mine and myself, and he thinks this is I and this is mine and this is myself. Then he crave into it, attached to it, and born to it, then continue his journey in the samsara. Right?
Isn't I, mine, and myself ego, and it's not allowed in Buddhism?
It is ego, it's not allowed in Buddhism. It is okay to have it, but we all have it. But the meditator understand whatever we consider, this body is not I. Why? It will disappear.
Because it's impermanent.
It's permanent. What about the mind? Is it I? And Buddha mentioned the body, you can consider body is I. It's okay. Because you can see the body stay 1 year, 5 year, 10 year, 20 year, 30 year, 40 year, 50, 60, 70, 100 years, even more. You can see body exists. But Buddha mentioned you cannot consider mind as I. Why? Mind is so fastly, so quickly, a change. Arise one and disappear another one. Is quickly change, very, very fastly change. Arise one thought and die another, disappear another thought. We cannot measure how fast is the mind, the changing of the mind. And Buddha gave a simile. Like a monkey run on the trees. How he run on the trees? Monkey hold a branch on one hand and then bring his other hand to other branch. When he catch it, hold it, and he release this hand. Then he reach to other branch and hold another branch and then release this one. And like a monkey, right? Keep running on the trees. He quickly hold and quickly release. The mind also, whatever we see and catch it, and whenever listen something and then catch the other thing. Right? And very quickly mind is changed. Arising, passing, arising, passing, arising, passing. And Buddha mentioned, it is better to consider your body as I or mine, but you're not supposed to think your mind is I or mine. And chittang lav parivattang, a mind is quickly change. Change means arising, passing, completely die. Mind is completely arising and dying. So the meditator have this knowledge and he understands the reality of his body and of his mind. An attachment, body and mind. And now he understands. Because he got that vision. He got that clear vision. Why? How could he get? Because his mind is concentrated, pure, bright, clean, no defilements, and then they are soft, flexible, and workable, right? Now he can lead his mind to see the reality of his own. Now he understands his own nature, reality. And Buddha said, the king, and this is another great benefits of monastic life. And king was very happy and asked again, can you explain another benefits? And Buddha said, yes. And then Buddha said, okay, great king, listen. The meditator, and Buddha explaining again, remember king, his mind is samahite chitte, concentrated, parashuddhi, pure, pariyodate, bright, shining, anangani, clean, vigatu pakilese, no defilements, mudubhute, flexible, soft, Our mind is so gross. We have a desires, craving, hate, anger, jealous, right? Desires, hate, so many stuff. But the meditator, no more. His mind is soft and flexible and workable. You know workable means the people heated up the iron, right? Heated up the iron, make very heat. Then what they do? And keep beating up. And they made items, right? Why?
It's called forging.
Forging?
Yes, forging, when they make like a blade or something.
Yeah.
They hammer it, like blacksmiths. They call it forging.
Forging. Without heating up that iron, he cannot make anything, right? And heat it up. And now he is fine and workable. Now it's workable, right? Now he made it. He made swords. He made spoons, knives, right? Many things. Even these tables, chairs, stands, after melting it. The meditator's mind is something like that. Mudubute kammaniya, soft and workable. And then he lead his mind to manomaya iddhiñana. Manomaya iddhiñana. Mind-made body. Mind-made body. And he can create his duplicate one. His duplicate one. Not only one. If he want, he can made by himself. He can be 100 of himself. Around him, 100. Now I come to see a Lorraine, not only one Lorraine, 2 Lorraine, 3 Lorraine, 5 Lorraine, 50 Lorraine, 100 Lorraines. The same person. Then he can be something like that. And then the meditator can made by himself a duplicate one. Then Buddha did it once. After he attained to enlightenment in his 3rd week, and Buddha made by himself another Buddha and keep walking a meditation. In 2 Buddhas keep walking. After his attained to Buddhahood, Buddha spent 7 weeks. And then the 3rd week, and Buddha keep walking for a week, made another Buddha by himself. The meditator, and Buddha gave a simile, how could he made it? How could he make it? And Buddha gave a simile. The reed. They take the reed out from the seed. Right? You got that? There are some grasses, right? Grasses or reeds. Can take it out. Can take it out. Then he bring same one from his own to out. And Buddha gave another simile. Take out the sword from it is scabbard, from it is scabbard, right? Take the sword from the scabbard. But sword was in the scabbard, and he take it out from the scabbard. A same thing, the meditator, and create by the same person, a duplicate one. But the similar, 100% similar. 100% similar. But remember, this is manomaya, mind-made body, mental body. It is mental body. But the real person, same person, but the mental body, mind-made one. And Buddha also gave another simile to understand this. The snake. You know, time to time a snake take it out his skin,
Sheds.
set, slow,
Sheds.
set,
S-H-E-D,
shed, shed his skin. It's called slow. Is that skin, the shedded skin. It's called slow or something. So it shed his skin, right? But when we see that his skin, we get scared. Oh, there's a snake. But when you see it's not snake, it's the skin. Something like that, and he can create his own body, mind-made body. And then Buddha said, you see now his mind is how powerful it is? Now his mind is very powerful. Right? Very, very powerful. We can see these kind of things on the movies. Right? These kind of things in the movies. So then then Buddha said, great king, and this is another great benefits of the ascetic life. Then the king was very happy and asked again, can you explain another benefits? And Buddha said, yes. And then Buddha explained, now his mind is like what? Concentrated, pure, bright and shining, and no more defilements, and soft, workable, flexible, workable. And then he lead his mind and guide his mind to Iddhi Vidanyana. Iddhi Vidanyana means Iddhi Vidanyana. He become many of him. Being many of him become oneself. Being oneself become many. Being appear here and disappear. And appear somewhere else. And he goes through the walls. And goes through the mountains. And he sinking in the earth, like in the water, and he flying in the sky, like as a bird, walking on the water, like on the earth, and he can do many, many things. This is called psychic powers. Iddhi Vidanyana, psychic powers. Now his mind is very pure, bright, shining, and concentrated, flexible, workable, right? Very powerful mind. Remember, this is the meditator's mind now. After jhana, his mind is very, very powerful. Right? Now his mind is very, he can lead to wherever he want, whatever he want. Now he develop and lead his mind to go through the walls. And he can go through the walls. This is kind of weird, right? Physical body go through the walls. Have you seen in the movies? Right?
Well, science has proved that's true, that particles can pass.
I
They
think
proved it.
I think meditator can made that elements into that nature, into that what he want. The meditator can do it. It is out of our experience. if he can made by duplicate himself, we don't know the power of the mind. We can imagine. We cannot imagine the power of the mind. If he can walk on the water, if he can sink in the earth, why he cannot go through the walls? I think these all elements. Also, not only that, I have seen in the magic, some people can disappear the mountain and houses, but they are magics. But if the meditator wants and can do that, it's kind of mental things, it's powerful things, then he can appear here and disappear. How come? Now you appear and you will disappear. How come? It's kind of out of our experience. Therefore, we cannot say it is not true, because we don't know. According to this staging, and we can see how become powerful is the mind, and step by step, step by step. So, then he can do this. Now he has the psychic powers. Psychic powers. And Buddha said, "Great King, this is the another benefits of the ascetic life. Now he can do many extraordinary supernormal things, supernormal powers. We can see in the Superman. On the Superman, we can see Superman fly in the space. In the movies.
Well, Jesus walked on the water.
Yeah, I think maybe he had that superpowers through he gained through meditation. Not only that, even in the Buddha's time, some Brahmins also did that. Has done and gone through on the water. These all skills are still not very, very, Buddha not appreciate much, but these are the benefits of meditation and being a monastic. So then Buddha explained. Then Buddha said, "This is another great benefits." And then the king asked, "Can you explain other benefits?" And Buddha mentioned, "Yes, I can say you. The meditator, now I explained about how his mind look like, and now he can lead his mind what he want. Now he lead his mind to listen to something ordinary people cannot listening. That's called Dibba Sota. Dibbaya Sota Dhatuya Chittang Abhineti Abhininnameti." Now his mind and direct and project to listen to something extraordinary called divine ear. Now what he can listening? And Buddha mentioned Dibbecha Manasecha, the voices, sounds of the deities and of the humans. Santikecha, Durecha, nearby or even far. Now he can listening to the voices. He can listening to other people talk. No matter how far they are live. If he want to listening, and he can listen. Not only humans, even in the deities, in the heavenly beings, when they talk, and he can listening. It's good to you don't have that skill, that's good. If people have that kind of skill, they're going to be a big trouble. But we have the cell phone with us, we can listen in that. I call sometimes to Sri Lanka, to my mother, and I talk with her, right? So I can hear her voice. How come? How far is my mother living? The other side of the world. Now it is night to Sri Lanka. They sleep, I think. Yeah, she's sleeping now. At night. I called hours ago to her, talked to her. I asked, how are you? She said, okay. Other side of the world, not very nearby. A 22-hour flight, 21 hours something flight time. Have to go to other side of the world. So I can talk to her. I can hear her. You see? How come? No, I'm saying their voice is come to my ear through the cell phone. And the cell phone has some kind of instrument to catch their voice. To catch their voice. The waves of that voice, the cell phone can get into that and give it to me. I think the mind can catch their voices. No matter, not only human, even in the heavenly realms. And Buddha said this is another benefits of ascetic life. Then King was very amazed and happy so much. And he said, wow, Bhante, can you explain another benefits? And Buddha said, yes. And then Buddha mentioned, and actually the Buddha gave a simile to understand this divine ear. Like a person walking on the street, walking on the path. Someone keep beating a drum. Now he can listen in the drum sound. You see the simile of the Buddha. Then he understand there's a drum sound. Then when he keep walking and someone keep playing a guitar. Now he listening the sound of the guitar. Then he recognize, oh, that's the sound of guitar. They keep walking and someone playing the organ, it's called piano. Then he recognizes sound of the piano. Right? Then he keep walking, someone playing a saxophone. Then he listened it. He recognized the sound of that, right? And Buddha said, likewise. Now he lead his mind to listening to the sound of the humans and of the deities. Now he can do it. You see the simile is very clear. And in other benefits, then the Buddha explained, now he lead his mind to Cheto Pariya, Parachitta Vijanana, read others' mind. Read others' mind. Now he can realize others' mind. He can read others' mind. If he want to see or to know what you think, and then he can know what you are thinking. Your mind is related to craving or greed or lust or anger or hate or whatever it is, and he can read it. And his mind is skillful or unskillful, wholesome or unwholesome, pure or dirty. And he can see it. Likewise, like what? Like a young girl, young boy, and going to a mirror and keep looking onto the mirror like you do. Keep fixing your face, keep looking at the mirror like this. and you get clear vision, and you keep turning, and you do you do that? Yeah, you do. In the Buddha's time, they had the mirrors, and Buddha mentioned a young girl. You see, it's even young. You guys not much care about now, but the young people care a lot. And they even the hair, and they keep very, very, very neat. Everything is very neat. Eyebrows are very neat. The beard are very neat. The haircut is very neat. The shirt is very neat. Everything is very neat. If anything not correct, not good, and they fix it by looking at the mirror. The meditator can read your mind something like that. He can see it's good or bad, wholesome, unwholesome, clean or pure or dirty, bright or dark, and he can see it. And Buddha said, the king, this is another benefits of the ascetic life. The king was very happy and asked another, can you explain other benefits? And Buddha said, yes. And now, meditator and lead his mind to see his previous lives. Previous lives. It's a 12 too. And how many? There are 8 special knowledges. 8 special knowledge. How many knowledge I explained? I want to end up the sutta today, but it's already 12. I don't want to take your time, and then the next week definitely I'm going to end. It's not more much. It's finished, almost finished of the sutta, almost finished. But remember, we learned today several special knowledge. First one called vipassana jnana, insight. Insight, understand the reality of the body and the mind. Mind has attached to the body. Body is impermanent and mind is so impermanent. Nothing permanent. This is his insight. Now, having seen it, he is not attached to the body and he is not attached to the mind. Why? Mind and body is impermanent and disappear, perished, vanished. Nothing exists. But whatever craving and attachment and we made, and that take us to the samsara. Then we keep again and again birth and death in the samsara. Because of the body? No. Because of the mind? No. Because of what? Attachment. Because of the attachment. Cravings. So, the meditator understands the reality of body and mind. Then he gets detached from it. This is his insight called vipassana jnana. That's the first knowledge. Then we learn the manomaya jnana. And made body, made mind, mind made body. Second knowledge, right? Mind made body. Third one, iddhi vidanyana. Psychic powers. Psychic powers can appear, disappear, go through the walls and mountains, walk on the water, sink in the earth, and then the cheto pariyajnana, cheto pariyajnana. So reading others' mind and listening the sounds or voices of the humans and deities, right? So the next week we're going to learn another three knowledge and end up this session. Thank you for joining today, and let me transfer. Do you have any question before we end up this session? Even on the online? No questions? Okay, then let me transfer merits to the departed ones, to the deities, and we share these good merits with our departed ones, with deities, with ghosts, with all sentient beings. May they all share these merits. Having shared in these merits, may they all have a happy, good destination. Blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha be with you. And power of these all good merits and keep you happy, healthy, and safe. Finally, may we all be able to attain to the enlightenment. Akasattha ca bummattha deva naga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva tirang rakkantu sasanang tirang rakkantu desanang tirang rakkantu mang parang sabbhitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu Mate bhavatvantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sabba dhammanubhavena sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you and see you next week.
Bhante.
Yep.